JOANN Hagen. She was known as the bashing blonde from South Bend. She was 5'7" tall, was very statuesque, and was purportedly discovered playing sandlot baseball. Though there was a story that went around stating that she'd actually repelled a would-be suitor with a hard shot, witnessed by trainer Johnny Nate's brother, who said, "We have to get her." Johnny Nate was a former Golden Gloves champ who, with his brother, started a training thing, and they began training female boxers. And there was this little small group of boxers out of South Bend, Indiana in the 1950s who barnstormed along all around the United States. Whatever her beginnings, though, for JOANN, she began contesting bouts in the late 1940s through the late 1950s, including a legendary battle against Barbara Buttrick at the Victory Pavilion in Alberta, Canada, in September of 1954. Though Barbara was barely 5 feet tall, the two fought with vigor, not to mention memorable skills that wowed the audience, and the coast-to-coast radio audience that listened to the broadcast, the first female bout to have ever done so. Hagen barnstormed throughout the country, picking up boxing where she could, and when she couldn't, throwing herself into wrestling matches, contesting as best she could, often just out of reach of the law, and sometimes smack in the middle of it. Literally, gates would be closed when they found out that it was a woman contesting the sport. Most notably, JOANN appeared on the 1950s game show, What's My Line?, stumping the panel with her profession as professional boxer. She also appeared on the Steve Allen Show with fellow boxer Phyllis Kugler, and even put on a bit of boxing show with Allen himself, and went, then reappeared in ball gowns. While her record of fights is lost to time, she was a true pioneer of the sport with a graceful boxing style, which she perfected her skills despite tremendous odds before hanging up the gloves in 1956. While she left boxing, she is fondly remembered for her tenaciousness in the ring, and though she is no longer with us, we are honored that her family has come to join us today. Please watch the film.
Pictures of statuesque.
That's an imaginary video. 2014 inaugural International Women's Boxing Hall of Fame. JOANN Hagen unfortunately can't be with us, but please welcome Mary Cummins to accept the award on her behalf.
JOANN could be here. She would be very humble and be very honored to be with all of you. The work that you've done to bring this to fruition. Sue, where is she? There you are. The work that you've done, I cannot imagine. Tenacity is the word. Perfect word. And just, I'm honored to be here on her behalf. I want to thank everyone for all that you've done. And I want to thank the Boxing Hall of Fame for nominating my aunt. Thank you very much.
Go ahead.